Hello, Duke and Cat Show fans. I am Cat, meow, and we are here at the art fair. Yes, at Arizona Hotel. We're still on the Duke and Cat Show, and we have some very interesting guests coming up next. Stephen Bowie, Brandan Lee, and Duke Stanberry, a.k.a. Dr. Kevin Rossman. Here to tell us about that is Brandan Lee. Tell us about your project, Brandan.
Awesome. Thank you, Kat. I'm Brandan Lee. I'm the project director for Fallout Project Brazil. It's a modification for New Vegas, from Bethesda and Obsidian Entertainment. And our modification contains its own new story, several hours of gameplay. It has its all new maps, tons of voice acting, and Dr. Duke Stansberry here. Dr. Kevin Rossman, he opened up our video game for the second plotline that we have throughout the game, so it's really exciting. And
so tell to us old farts here who don't know anything about this world, and I'm thankful that you brought me into this world, but what is the premise of the games? How do they interact so well?
All right, so the game is a role-playing game. It's a first-person shooter role-playing game, so the person that's playing the game is playing from a first-person perspective. They're seeing straight through the character's eyes. They come up with their own new stats, with their charisma, their endurance, or luck, that kind of thing. And they use those stats to then play a certain character type as a role. And they use that role then to talk to different characters, go on quests, go on missions, get different guns and stuff, and shoot bad guys. And Dr. Rossman is the first character that they meet in the nerd plotline. They have the choice to become a nerd or an athlete in the video game.
Right.
And he opens them up, he introduces the story. He then goes on to kind of be a father figure to that character and teach them all about how to play and then what the story in the background is like.
I guess it's time for me to play Dr. Rossman, Medicine Man, again. I'll try to be a little bit more pleasant this time.
Dr. Rossman. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Oh, come on, man. I don't have time for this.
Dr. Rossman, help me up. God.
What in the hell is wrong with you?
I fell down.
I can't believe this. I was this close to working out what was wrong with Jane. And now I have to tend to some dumb kid that can't even grasp the basic concept of football.
I don't even know why I was on the team.
Brains. Need to grow more brains. You really knocked yourself out cold, kid. Nothing a couple of stim packs can't take care of. Now sit your ass down and let me take a look at you again. Damn.
I'm sexy, right? What happened? Dr. Rossman, the robotics and computer analytics teacher?
One and the same. Surprised you recognized me through that haze of stupid you're in. What were you thinking trying to play football with the jocks? I'm sorry to break the news, kid, but the prognosis is in. You're a chronic nerd.
It was really fun, to do this. And is this your first time doing this, or you guys collaborated on something before, or you?
We've collaborated on short stories before, and we've just done some group writing before, but this is the first video game project we've collaborated on, yeah.
And what was your role in the whole?
I helped with the writing, I helped with the dialogue and editing and tweaking things.
So all those words I said you created?
Not all of them, but I helped.
Yeah. And no, I mean, it really was a pretty cool, and Kat was there to...
This was very interesting to me because I got to come and just observe, be kind of behind the scenes for a while, and we were there for this process. I stayed there for 5 hours and I just have to say, attention to detail, that's what I saw. It's incredible. And then Duke stayed there probably another 5-6 hours just to finish it up. It was really amazing.
He was born in a vault out in Tucson, Arizona. And this is 200 years after a substantial nuclear war has wiped out most of the planet. Okay. So there isn't much audio to hear, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
We haven't done it yet. That's what we're doing today.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Fallout. I love it.
Yeah, you can see it up there.
See, this is the kind of screen we need so we can see.
I'm telling you.
Us blind
This is behind the scenes with Dr. Kevin Rossman, a.k.a. Duke
From Vault 18.
from,
right?
yes,
That's
coming
right.
out. And over here we have the creator, director,
Mr. Brandon Lee.
Mr. Brandon Lee, and his cohort,
Stunning Stephen Bowie.
Stunning Stephen. All
Steve
right,
what?
guys.
Stunning Stephen Bowie.
Bowie.
Yes.
But really?
Yeah.
All right, cool name. I like that.
Then when I saw the game, it's awesome.
Oh, we're truly impressed.
I do have just one little question for you. Does Dr. Kevin Rossman have a lot of online fans?
He does, actually. Yeah, people really love Dr. Rossman. It's super cool.
We're nerds, right?
Yeah. Part of Dr. Kevin Rossman was written by an Englishwoman named Rosalind Kelso. She wrote probably about 30, 40 of his lines.
Oh, wow.
And then out of his 500, that was the rest. It was me. And then Stephen donated quite a few at the very end when we were doing the editing. So.
And 500 lines is what we did.
Yeah,
all night,
well,
over and over. Say it this way, don't do it that way.
I think the end count was 620 lines from you. Throughout the entire game, there's 2,700 currently.
Wow.
And there's going to be 5,000 by the end of the second installment. So, yeah, it was a good 10-hour day.
We had fun. We really did have fun. But
yeah.
People don't really know what goes on behind the scenes of characters or animation and who.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had a great crew to put that together. You know, it really looks great on YouTube. So, other than YouTube, how can people actually get the game or play it?
If you do a really quick Google search for Fallout Project Brazil, you can find it that way. We have it on the New Vegas Nexus and on ModDB. So those are two main distribution websites for us.
Any projects coming up for you in the future?
Well, we're working on the second installment, getting things rolling with that.
And Dr. Rossman shows up as a hologram in that one.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that.
There's a bit of a spoiler for the first installment. Dr. Rossman dies at the end.
No!
Yeah, Coach Colonel Bragg.
What?
It's a bit of a spoiler. So.
The best ones always die.
Yeah,
That's
the best characters always die.
And he
but
was a good-looking guy, so.
Yeah.
Well, you'll just have to create another character for Duke's great voice.
Well, he does. He comes back as a hologram. It turns out that in the wasteland, because this is a post-apocalyptic role-playing game, the world's gone to hell, and it's just like a complete wasteland.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Next year, right?
Next year. 2014. Fallout. But there's a vault out in the middle of the wasteland that he'd reprogrammed an old hologram emitter to portray his personality for anybody that had come across it. Specifically, he wanted to train these tribals in the wasteland nearby how to gain their own water access from the technology, and use the hologram to be their personal interface, kind of like a deity. So Dr. Rossman kind of comes like this godlike figure out to the player.
Can't get rid of him.
And
He must be a Leo.
yeah. And then that becomes the player's Dr. Rossman contact in the second installment. So you'll be coming back for another probably like 4 hours in the future.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you. But no, I'm truly thankful that you guys, took the time out to come to our show. This is a historic Arizona hotel. This is our last shoot. This is going to be turned into something else. So you guys are, yes, truly in a
Part of history.
historic and artful place. Right. The art fair runs the place. Thank you, Tig and Gabby and everybody here that's been so thankful. I mean, so helpful. Thank you. Helpful. Helpful. And it's hot in here. I think that's what I'm melting here in a second. But thank you guys for allowing us to come here and play in the second story of the hotel. We got a lot of great stuff getting ready to happen to we got the azlivetv.com on now, so we're going to show everybody in the whole state about what you guys are doing here.
That's cool.
In every little small town like Anagam and what is it? I'm finding out Tuweep. There's all kind of little towns.
Jerome.
Yeah, there's all kind of towns in Arizona. So we want to broadcast to each and every one of you guys. We want to be there. We want to meet you guys. Even if there's 25 people in your town, we're coming. All right, we're coming.
That's cool.
And we want to let everybody know that, hey, and you might find some more characters in these little towns.
When you do the Sedona tour, I want to come with you.
Oh, we're going to Sedona. That's for sure.
I had just one final question. I just have to ask, you guys, and that is because I saw that this is like a very intense kind of, activity that you're doing. It's very focused for long periods of time. And I want to know, what do you do to relax? What do you do to let that pressure off? Do you play video games?
Yeah, actually, as soon as Project Brazil came out, I hopped on and downloaded it and played it through 3 times just to be able to live in the world that was created in front of me. It was amazing.
Yeah, because
That's awesome.
I really want to get it and play against myself, or as a character.
And what about you, Brandon? How do you decompress?
I don't ever decompress. I just use it to focus more work.
I love it.
Yeah, because I work. Right now. I'm doing a job for a video game company also. So I've got that. Then I'm doing post-production on a feature film, and then I'm doing little bits and pieces of the second installment of Project Brazil, and I'm doing the preliminary work on something called Shadow Star, which is going to be my next big space-based RPG.
Well, exciting times for you both.
Hopefully it'll start paying me better.
Well, that's what we're all working on.
But you know what they say, do what you love and the money will come.
We hope so.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Well, again, thank you guys for showing up. We truly appreciate it. And again, how can people find Project Brazil?
The best way to do it is just do a Google search. The more Google searches we get, the more hits we get. And then vote for us on Mod of the Year 2013 on ModDB.
You heard it here. DukeandCat.com, AZ Live TV. Thank you all, and good.